Guys, understand that your life is a reflection of your subconscious mind. It's literally creating all the results in your life right now. So if you're somebody watching this video and you want to manifest more money, more fulfillment, more confidence, you want to step into a more empowering identity, then the only way to do that is to deeply imprint and reprogram your subconscious mind. And guys, this is the exact same process that I've always done to manifest and create things in my life. Regardless if this was creating my first $1 million when I was 24 years old, speaking on stages all around this world, or coaching high-level 6- and 7-figure earners that are actually coming out here in Tulum. I have a client flying out here tomorrow. My whole life has taken part and taken off once I learned how to reprogram my subconscious mind. And this video is showing you exactly how to do that. So listen, if you're interested in manifesting your reality, making more money, stepping into more confidence, creating a new identity, then this is a video for you. Like the video below and subscribe. And if you are a high performing entrepreneur, business professional, creative, influencer, and you're really desiring a deep reset, you're ready to step into a whole new identity and reprogram yourself at the deepest way possible, then you want to come out here for my 5-day alignment retreat. Click the link below, learn more about that, and I look forward to seeing you out here in Tulum, Mexico. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So first, you must understand what makes up your conscious and subconscious mind. I'm going to break it down in a whole different video explaining in depth the difference between the two. But for the sake of this video, I want you to just have a quick understanding. Is your conscious mind, this is your mind that filters out everything. This is where you get to choose what's in your awareness. So I want you to think about it as if you had 3 different things in your physical view right now. You would get to choose what is it that you want to look at, and your mind will be canceling out all the things that are not it. So if you're watching this on your phone, you're focused on your phone, but your mind is not thinking about everything else around that, right? And another way to think about it is like a car light. Like if you're driving in the middle of the night and your headlights are turned on, wherever your headlights are pointed, that's what you're focused on. But there's so much else going on around that. And everything else going around that is your subconscious mind, right? So again, let's use the headlight analogy. Is your lights is focused on just a small percentage of the road, maybe 5% of everything around you. But the other 95%, that's your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is like a sponge. It accepts whatever is given it to it. It imprints whatever is given it to it. And it multiplies and brings into reality whatever is given into it. And this is why most people, when they start off trying to change their life and they just start doing affirmations or things like that, it doesn't work because you're consciously thinking one thing, but unconsciously you have deeper fears, deeper doubts, deeper limitations that are holding you back. So this video is all about how to re-imprint that subconscious mind at the deepest level. So that way, when you change who you are internally, you reprogram your mind internally, it has to start producing external results in your reality. So guys, first I want you to understand the only way that something gets in your unconscious mind is through your senses. And your senses is what you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. So your eye gate, your ear gate, and your mouth gate being the most important ones. That's the only way something gets into your unconscious mind. So your senses is what controls your perception. And whatever is your repetitive perception, that becomes your reality. I want you to write this down, is that your life is a reflection of your repeated perception. Your life is a reflection of your repeated perception. So whatever you repeatedly see becomes your life. Whatever you repeatedly hear becomes your life. And most important, whatever you repeatedly feel becomes your life. So if you're wanting to change your life at the deepest level, you have to change the way in which you use your perception. So let's break down each one, how to start shifting it and how you can apply these things to start changing your life. So the first part about reprogramming your subconscious mind is you have to get emotionally involved with something. Guys, understand that emotion is energy. It creates, it's powerful. And whatever is the dominant emotion in your body is what's going to express itself the most. I want you to look at your body like a conduit. And emotions is something that has to be expressed through it. And whatever is not getting expressed through your body is because you haven't gotten it inside of your body. So you have to get emotionally involved with something. And the first thing that you want to get emotionally involved with as it relates to your senses is you want to get a mental picture, a mental image, a vision of the reality that you desire to experience. Now you want to write this down because vision is so important, but vision is 2-part and most people miss the second part. So number 1 is you have to have a vision of the life you desire to have. So what does the end result look like? I love Neville Goddard. He talks about what living in the wish fulfilled. Like what is the end result of what is it that you want to experience? So if it's materialistic, it's like, what's the house? What's the career? What's the car? Where do you want to travel to? Do you have a family? Like, what kind of house? How big? How small? Right? How much money do you want to have in the bank? Do you want to have investments? Like, what is if you want to help others, can you see them? Can you see yourself speaking on stages? Can you see yourself holding events? Like, what's the mental image of the life that you desire to have? This is so important. And this is so key. And this is the part that most people do. And even a lot of people still miss it. Is you want to have a clear mental image of the future you desire to have. It's not good enough just to say, I want to make more money. No, like, what's the image? If you were looking in your phone at your bank account, what is the image that you want to see when you pull up your bank statement? Like, you need to create, it needs to be that specific. It's not just $1 million. Create the mental image. Is $1 million in your bank account? Is it $1 million cash? Are you seeing $1 million wire transfer come in? Is it $1 million on a check? Like, you want to have the mental image that matches the reality that you desire to experience. But here's the second part, and here's the key part, and this is the part that most people miss. It's easy to have a mental image of the things you want because you're seeing everybody on social media. So it's to say, oh, I want a penthouse, I want a car, I want these different type of things. So you want to have that. But more importantly than that, the second part is you must have a mental image of the person that you must become in order to create that level of reality for yourself. You don't want to overstep that. You must have a mental image of the person you must become in order to create that level of reality that you desire to experience. So what does the highest version of you look like? What is that person wearing? How does that person talk? How does that person walk? How does that person operate? What is that person's habits? Are they organized or disorganized? Are they confident or are they doubtful? Do they have certainty or are they always questioning themselves? Do they get after their goals or are they fearful? Do they talk strong and direct or are they talking weak and light? You need to have a mental image of the person that is creating that reality. And this is where most people go wrong. It's because they try to create a future reality from a past identity. And you will never be able to create something new from an old identity. It's impossible to do that. So just as much as you want your life to transform and you want to create a different life, then you must create a different creator to experience that life. So you have to create a new you. You have to have a mental image of you. What kind of clothes are you wearing? Right? How do you operate? What are your habits? What does your body look like? What does your hair look like? Like, you need to create a mental image of you. Because the moment you have both mental images, this is where you could get mentally, like, emotionally involved. I remember when I had a vision of myself speaking on stages, but I was living in my mom's house on house arrest. I just got out of jail. I got sentenced to 3 years on house arrest, and I was living in my mom's house, making $11 an hour making bagels for Walmart. And I had a vision of myself speaking on stage. And I had to get emotionally involved with that person. Like, I had to feel the confidence that the future me felt when he was speaking on stage. Because I knew he didn't have fear. At that point, I had fear. I'd never spoken before. But I saw that the person I was speaking on stage, he had confidence. I saw the person speaking on stage, he had charisma. I saw the person speaking on stage, he had bravado. I saw the person speaking on stage, he had knowledge of self. So the more that I could see him is the more I could start tapping into his emotions and doing the things necessary to match my emotional frequency with him at that moment as well. So when I would visualize him, I would feel the feeling of that. Because I'm not just visualizing the life I want to have. I'm visualizing the person that's experiencing that life. Because the more that you create you, the more that life has to get created. But if you keep trying to change your life and your results, but you're not changing you, then the results may not change. Does that make sense? So you want to create a mental image of the person that you must become in order to experience that type of life. So a vision of the person and the vision of the life that you want to have. That's the first part of it. The second part is we talk about your vision, what you're seeing being the senses. But the second part of it is most important sense as well, is what is it that you're hearing? What are the words that you're hearing? Guys, your words create your world. The words that you speak in your present creates the worlds that you experience in your future. So you got to look at your words. Like that's your God essence. That's your God energy. Even in the Bible, it said at the beginning was the Word was God, the Word was with God. So after shifting your vision, and that's what you're seeing, the next part is you must start shifting what is it that you're hearing. You're hearing, your ear gate is such a major part of your senses. And what determines what goes into your hearing is not just the words that you're hearing through your ears, it's the words that you're hearing in between your ears, which is the self-talk. Guys, your words are so powerful. Your words create your world. The words that you speak in the present will create the world that you'll experience in your future. And if you want to start shifting your future, you must change the way in which you're presently speaking about things. So guys, before I had a clear vision, before I could do anything, I know I had an idea of the future, right? But I started listening to new words because words will start opening up your mind. This is what you must do this. So regardless if it's like binge watching these videos, play these videos in your ear over and over and over. Guys, I've listened to some audios literally over 100 times. Like legit, literally, no, I'm not dramatizing it. Literally no fluff, literally over 100 times. And I could re-listen to the same video now and get something out of it. So you got to consistently be hearing the words. You got to consistently hear words of positivity. You got to consistently hear words that you could create your reality. You got to consistently hear words that you are a God. You got to consistently hear these things over and over and over again. Because the more that you hear it is the more that you're going to become it. And if you want to start reprogramming yourself, then click the link below and listen to my I Am a God daily affirmations. Guys, listen, this is what you want to listen to on a daily basis. Here's what my challenge is to you. I challenge you to get one AirPod, right? Or if you have some cheap Bluetooth phone, I don't care if it's $20 off of Amazon, right? I get the cheap Johns because I always lose my AirPods. But anyways, right? Have one AirPod, one earbud in your ear all day. And just have it playing on repeat over and over and over and over again. And you can have it turned down so slight. But again, this is how you reprogram your subconscious mind. So guys, anytime I've been in a phase, or especially starting off, and I was like, yo, I need a deep reset, I literally keep one earbud in and I re-listen to things over and over and over and over again. Because consciously, I may be talking to somebody or speaking to somebody, but unconsciously it's playing in the background. You are a God, and through your thoughts, feelings, and words, you create the reality in which you live in. You're right where you need to be experiencing all that you need to experience. You're in harmonious vibrational alignment with the reality that you desire to experience. You easily create money effortlessly. You are a master at money creation, management, and expansion. Like guys, if you just listen to those things and those things shifted something inside of you, click the link below. You want to re-listen to these things over and over and over again. It's through this way that you start changing what is going in your ear. Because not only would you start changing what's going in from the outside, the moment you start saying these things, you're going to start shifting the self-talk that you start having on the inside. You're going to start saying that you do believe in yourself. You're going to start saying that you are a God. You're going to start saying that you can create your reality. And the more that you do this repeatedly, this is going to start changing the way you operate. This is going to start changing the way you show up. This is going to start changing your emotional vibrational frequency. So you want to make sure that you repeatedly listen to the same things over and over and over again. And guys, the next part of that is your feeling. Right? So we talk about touch/feeling. Whatever you touch, that's something that you feel. And when you start changing what you're seeing and start changing your hearing, this is what starts changing your feeling. And this is why touch is so important as well, right? Is again, you want to use your senses. So it's different. I remember my first time even riding a Bentley. My first time I've ever touched a Bentley was I went to the local, what is it called? Like the exotic car dealership. And even touching the leather on the steering wheel is different than the Toyota Corolla leather. I'm telling you. But it's a physical thing that you're doing as well, but it's also a mental thing as well. Is when you think about the vision that you have, you want to ask yourself, what is the feeling that this induces inside of me? When I'm listening to the audios, what is the feeling that this induces inside of me? Guys, we live in a feeling universe. The universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you the feeling that you vibrate the most. So the more that you start changing your emotions and you start feeling at a deeper level, right? Like I had to be able to close my eyes and see myself on stage and feel the feeling of what it's like speaking to thousands of people, Like, feel that feeling. Feel the feeling of somebody giving me a hug, telling me that changed their life. Like, I had to feel the sensations in my body. Like, what does that feel like? What is the sensations in your body when you're living inside of your vision? Right? I remember, and I still have this vision to this day of like me closing a big deal. I drive into my garage. I'm in my Ferrari. I open up the door. My daughter comes. She hugs me. Right. My wife's in the kitchen cooking. Like, I could feel it. I could feel like this little girl hugging me. I could feel me hugging my wife, giving her a kiss under their deal got closed. I could see them celebrating. I could see it's so real to me. Like, you have to have a vision that gets you so emotionally involved that it literally rewrites the fabrics of your subconscious. Because the more that you do this, is the more that life has to give you things to match up to it. So when you think about the feeling, when you think about your vision, when you think about your future self, you want to ask yourself, what are the feelings that go along with this? And what are the things I can start doing to physically go touch the things? Maybe there's clothes that you want to wear. You want to go feel the textures about it, right? Maybe you want to go, again, you want to touch the things. Go to an open house. If you want to go live in a mansion, go to an open house in a mansion. And like, walk inside. Feel how heavy the door is. Walk inside of it. Feel the feeling of what it's like to be inside of that house, right? Take pictures of yourself in that house. Like, these are the things that you start doing in order to reprogram your subconscious mind. You start exposing yourself to different things, because the mind exposed and expanded can never go back to its original state. And the more that you start feeling things, your feelings equal your frequency. Whatever you sit there and whatever your frequency is, right, that's going to determine what you attract. Whatever you attract, that determines your actions, and your actions determine the life that you experience. So you want to make sure that you're engaging your senses, your emotions, and you're feeling into the desired reality that you desire to have. And guys, this is the last part of how to bring it all together. And you do not want to miss this part. This is the part that most people miss. This is why somebody can say, oh, Kusudi, I've done affirmations in the past, it didn't work. I've listened to a video in the past, it didn't work. Because they missed this final point. And it's repetition. Guys, repetition is the mother of all skill. I remember Jim Rohn said that. Is you have to repeatedly do these things. So when I say repeatedly see the vision, I'm talking about every day. See the vision. This is why you want to dream a vision book or a vision board, right? I'm not going to get too far into what a vision book is, but you want the images of the life that you desire to have around you. You want to be able to see those things on a daily basis. This is why I say click the link below, get the affirmation, and rewatch it every single day. Like, re-listen to it. You have to repeatedly listen to these things. Guys, I don't ever want you just to watch a video of myself once. Let me say it like this, because a lot of you may watch this and say, oh, well, of course, you don't want me to watch your video just once. Guys, listen, anything that you watch that you feel like could transform your life, from here on out, I don't ever want you just to watch it one time, regardless if it's me or anybody else. If you feel like there's information that could change your life, you need to repeatedly watch that same thing. It's like I told you earlier, I repeatedly have listened to audios and watched videos literally over 100 times until it's ingrained in the fabric of my being. Until I know what they're about to say, the same way I know my favorite Wayne song. I know my favorite Lil Baby song, right? It's like you need to have it that type of clear. Can you repeat back to me everything that I said? Because the moment you could do that is the moment that you're actually living in it. Because it comes from an unconscious standpoint at that time. You don't have to consciously think about what to say. You're like, yo, I know exactly how to reprogram my subconscious mind. It's through my senses. Whatever the way I repeatedly use my senses, it what creates my reality. So I know if I change what I see, if I change what I hear, if I change how I feel, that's going to change the life that I experience. Right? Like, you want to know it like you know it, like you know it. And it's only done through repetition. Repetition is what takes something from temporary and it makes it permanent. So you may temporarily feel empowered, but if you want yourself to be permanently empowered, then you must use repetition in order to create that. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment below, what is it that you're going to do moving forward in order to start creating your reality? Like, are you going to be focused on creating a vision? Are you going to be listening to different things? Maybe listen to the I'm a God affirmation. Are you going to be focused on putting yourself in the environments that allow you to feel that? Like, what is the action step you're going to take below? And if you have any questions, drop that below. I respond back to all the questions. Guys, this is how you reprogram your subconscious mind. This is the exact thing that I've done. And if you're somebody who you're like, Kusudi, this video was valuable, but like, how can I do it at the depths with you? Like, I want to understand it at the core. Then you need to come out to Tulum for my alignment retreat. So click the link below, apply to do the retreat for me, and I'd love to see you out here. Guys, like this video, comment, subscribe, be on the lookout for more. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.